Hello and welcome to Vision of Asia, the news you can trust and events that move and celebrate our very own South Asian community. I'm Nidhi Kathuria coming to you from our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. In the headlines today, India observes Martyrs' Day on January 30th to mark the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Beating retreat ceremony set to new tunes this year, drones light up the sky. Mayor Joshi nominates Edison and New Jersey's first female South Asian municipal court judge. 7 Indians to be deported after busting of human smuggling racket near Canada-US border. Ajay Devgan's web series Rudra, The Edge of Darkness to release soon. Stay with us on Vision of Asia for news in detail right after this short break. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday paid tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on his 74th death anniversary and said that it is a collective endeavor to further popularize the noble ideals of the father of the nation. On January 30th, 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by infamous Nathuram Godse at Gandhi Smriti in Birla House. Let's see the highlights. The beating retreat ceremony, a centuries-old military tradition going back to the days when troops disengaged from battle at sunset as soon as buglers sounded the retreat, was set to new tunes this year. The ceremony is performed every year on January 29th and marks the end of the Republic Day celebrations. A host of new tunes were added to the ceremony to commemorate 75 years of the country's independence, being celebrated as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The Defense Ministry included the patriotic song "Ae Mere Watan Ke Logo," written by Kavi Pradeep, to commemorate the supreme sacrifice made by Indian soldiers during the 1962 Indo-China War. In the beating retreat ceremony, in an effort to make the event more Indian, Sare Jahan Se Acha, a favorite of Mahatma Gandhi, was also included. In a 10-minute drone show, 1,000 drones flew in formation in the capital, flashing the saffron, white and green of the national flag before rearranging themselves into a silhouette of the independence hero Mahatma Gandhi. Let's catch the highlights.
अगर हम भारत के मूल तत्व को खोजें तो मिलता है सत्य, अहिंसा, प्रेम, सहिष्णुता, सौहार्द, साहस और सत्याग्रह। तभी तो यदि कोई एक व्यक्ति हमारे भारत का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है तो वे हैं हमारे राष्ट्रपिता, हमारे बापू महात्मा गांधी, जिनके बारे में महान वैज्ञानिक आइंस्टीन ने कहा था, आने वाली नस्लें इस बात पर विश्वास ही नहीं करेंगी कि महात्मा गांधी जैसा कोई हार्ड मांस का मानव सचमुच कभी था। राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी ने अहिंसा और सत्याग्रह से आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी तो देश के कोने कोने में आजादी के अनगिनत दीवानों ने, क्रांतिकारियों ने आजादी का अलख जगाया। उनके साहस, त्याग और बलिदान से जिस स्वतंत्र राष्ट्र का जन्म हुआ, उस भारत गणराज्य की रक्षा करते हुए हमारी तीनों सशस्त्र सेनाओं के जवानों ने भी कुर्बानियां दी हैं। उन्हीं बलिदानों को नमन करने के लिए चिर ऋणी राष्ट्र ने बनाया है राष्ट्रीय समर स्मारक, जहां आजादी से अब तक शहीद हुए हर जवान का नाम प्रस्तर पर उकेरा गया है। बीच में स्थित है अमर चक्र, वीरता चक्र, त्याग चक्र व रक्षक चक्र नाम के 4 चक्र, जिनके ऊपर शान से खड़ा है एक विजय स्तंभ, जिसके अंदर दिन रात जलती रहती है एक अखंड अमर जवान ज्योति।
Newly elected Mayor Sam Joshi announced his nomination of Deepti Ved Dedia, Esquire, for a judgeship on Edison Municipal Court. Following her confirmation by the Township Council, Dedia will be the first female South Asian Municipal Court judge in both Edison and New Jersey's history. Formerly the Deputy Attorney General in Employment Council and Labor of the State of New Jersey, Dedia graduated from George Washington University before receiving her Juris Doctor from Seton Hall University of Law. She has spent decades litigating complex employment matters, investigating complaints involving violations of law or policy, and representing the Governor's Office of Employee Relations in arbitrating grievances between the administration and labor unions. Born originally in London, Dedia moved to New Jersey with her parents at the age of 2 and has lived in the state for the past 36 years, 20 of which as a resident of Edison. She enjoys spending her free time at home with her husband and 3 young children ages 1, 4, and 7. Following up on the tragic story of 4 Indian nationals freezing to death on the Canadian side of the border with the US in an apparent human smuggling operation, 7 Indian nationals who entered the US illegally and were arrested near the US-Canada border last week will be deported to India, according to the statement by the US Customs and Border Protection. 47-year-old Steve Shand was arrested on January 19th, less than 1 mile south of the US-Canadian border, has been charged with the human smuggling. Later during the day on January 19th, Canadian authorities found the bodies of the 4 Indian nationals near Emerson, Manitoba, approximately 12 meters from the Canada-US border. The 4 dead were identified by authorities as Jagdish Baldev Bhai Patel, his wife Vaishali Patel, their 10-year-old daughter Gopi, and 3-year-old son Dharmik. The police complaint against Chand said that all the 7 nationals arrested spoke Gujarati. Most had limited or no English language speaking ability. The Indian American community of North America, IACONA, celebrated India's 73rd Republic Day on January 26, 2022 at the Royal Albert Palace in Fords, New Jersey. Close to 400 people from the community attended the event, along with prominent community leaders like IACONA Chairman Albert Jasani, Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh of Parikh Worldwide Media, Person of the Year 2021 award winner Dr. Sunil H. Parikh, Chandra Jhaveri, Dev Karlikar, and others. The attendees also included Commissioner Sue Kiley who is running for Congress, township office holders, elected officials, representatives from the police department and the Department of Defense. Let's watch the highlights.
Hello, dear friends, happy Republican Day. Really, today is a day where India became real democratic 73 years ago. And we all are very lucky and very proud and that we are here and we are celebrating the Republican Day of India. Let's work for Mother India and do something for Mother India because that's our responsibility to help the Mother India. And I would like to congratulate the Indian community of North America and Chairman Albert Kisani and Kasiwala as well as Rudra and other members. And thanks for inviting me and wish you all the best.
Thank you, ITV, for wonderful coverage for Republican Day, 73rd Republican Day in Royal Albert. And I would like to wish all the Indians in America and globally, all the Indians all over the place, I wish them well and happy Republican Day. Also, I would like to introduce Commissioner Ms. Sue Kiley. She is the commissioner in Monmouth County, and she's running for the Congress this election.
I would also like to thank ITV for taking the time to do this interview with us. And I am very excited to have met a lot of the Indian community tonight at this wonderful celebration. A great, great group of people that I immediately fell in love with. And what you said is right. There's a lot of things we have to change in our country, but we're going to stick together. We're going to count on our faith, and we're going to count on doing things that make common sense. So hopefully I see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Hempstead Town Supervisor Don Clavin, along with Councilman Dennis Don Sr. and Hempstead Town Clerk Kate Murray, welcomed members of the local Indian American community to a ceremonial flag raising at Hampstead Town Hall in recognition of the 73rd Annual India Republic Day. Let's look at the highlights.
I see Howie's here. He's all ready. All right, well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the town of Hempstead. I'm Don Clavin, the town supervisor, and I'm joined by community leaders, neighbors, friends, and of course some of my elected officials. I know I'm standing right next to me is somebody who started a ceremony 19 years ago. 19 years ago of, you know what, recognizing our friends in our communities and the Indian community and having this wonderful flag raising, and that is someone that I always think deserves a special round of applause, and that is beloved town clerk Kate Murray. Thank you very, very much. Listen, town of Hempstead, largest township in America, ladies and gentlemen, the most diverse township, probably next to New York City. And we are proud to have so many residents in here that represent so many facets of our world, and the Indian community is one of them. It was 19 years ago that Kate started this very simple ceremony that has really become a tradition we look forward to right after the first of the year. 19 years ago, Kate put together this group and has expanded and has felt welcoming. And just simply having this flag raising, recognizing the day of the independence of India, the Republic of India, as India will correct me as always, and I appreciate that. The Republic of India, absolutely rightfully so. It's important because, like I said, these are our friends, these are our neighbors, and it's a great day and a great ceremony.
Thank you so much, Supervisor Don Clavin, for carrying on this tradition. I know you've always loved it throughout the years when we worked together back a few years ago. And was so delighted to see all of our friends. And these are community leaders, and now we're very happy and pleased to call them our friends. And so I would like to introduce and welcome Indu Jaswal, who is the chairperson of the Indian American Forum. Indu. Beena Sabatate, who's the president of the India Association of Long Island. Beena, thank you. Bobby Kumar Kalate, who's the chairman of the Nassau County Human Rights Commission. Thank you so much, Chairman. We have Mr. Deepak Bansal, who is the president of the India Day Parade Committee. Nice. It's a great parade. And Dr. Azad Anand, who is the trustee of the Indian American Forum, and I believe he is going to be our keynote speaker. So I want to welcome them and each and every one of the men and women up here. They are all leaders in their own right, and we're delighted to have all of you here today. Thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you, Supervisor. Honorable Supervisor Don Clavin, Honorable Town Clerk Ms. Kate Murray, the elected officials, Mr. Robert Dunn, and our distinguished community leaders. As I'm looking around in the back, we are joined today with who's who from the Indian community who is here today to celebrate our 73rd Republic Day program hosted by the town of Hempstead. I'm delighted to inform you we are joined here today. We were introduced before with our partnering organizations, Beena Sabapati representing India Association of Long Island, Deepak Bansal representing India Day Parade, and we have Jyoti Gupta and her team and everybody else who is here who is going to be performing some medley songs. Jyoti Gupta is joined with Dr. Dr. Jack Kalra, IC Budh Prakash Jasuja, and IC Kulbhushan Sharma, and IC Budh Prakash Jasuja's daughter is also here. So Nanki is here, so they will be performing some nice patriotic medley. I want to thank Dr. Bhavani Srinivas and everybody else who's behind in the podium. As I start taking the name, Supervisor said it's too cold, but we want to thank everybody who's here today. It's extremely important. We are also celebrating Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's 125th year anniversary. Our salute goes to him, and we are celebrating India's 73rd Republic.
Happy Republic Day of India, everyone. And Bharat Mata ki Jai. जात ना पूछे, पात ना पूछे, ना पूछेगा तेरा धर्मा, रब तेरा पूछेगा ओ बंदे, क्या था तेरा कर्मा, मेरा कर्मा तू, मेरा धर्मा तू, तेरा सब कुछ मैं, मेरा सब कुछ तू।
On Friday, January 28th, birth anniversary of legendary classical vocalist late Pandit Jasraj, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched Pandit Jasraj Cultural Foundation. Addressing the launch event via video conferencing, Prime Minister Modi called for establishing startups in the country that are completely dedicated to music, based on Indian musical instruments and Indian musical traditions. Pandit Jasraj, whose career in music spanned over 80 years, belonged to the Mewati Gharana. He received several accolades, including the prestigious Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan. The legendary classical vocalist passed away at the age of 90 on August 17, 2020. Get ready for the first superstar debut on Indian OTT as Ajay Devgan takes on the role of a cop on a mission in Disney Plus Hotstar's new crime drama, Rudra, The Edge of Darkness. Produced by Applause Entertainment in association with BBC Studios India, Rudra promises to be a high-octane crime thriller that sees DCP Rudraveer Singh fight the wrong and uphold the law. Spanning 6 episodes, this series is an Indian rendition of the iconic, globally successful British series Luther. The stellar cast includes Rashi Khanna, Isha Deol, Atul Kulkarni, Ashwini Kalsekar, Tarun Gehlot, Ashish Vidyarthi, and Satyadeep Mishra. Directed by Rajesh Mapuskar, the series will be available in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Malayalam, and Bengali. Let's watch the trailer.
मैंने सुना डबल मर्डर से कम बैक किया।
ट्रिपल मर्डर, एक कुत्ता भी था।
तो आप सिर्फ उन्हीं को पकड़ते हैं जो फिसल जाते हैं, जो ना फिसले वो।
उनका मैं अंधेरों में इंतजार करता हूँ।
खेल शुरू हो गया है क्योंकि अब तुम लोगों का बाप इन्वॉल्व हुआ है, रुद्र।
उनकी मैरिज बेहतर होती है।
पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस या कोई ऐप?
सुना है सर।
मतलब शादी नहीं हुई।
तो ठीक तो है? तोड़फोड़।
Hotstar Specials presents Rudra.
And that's a wrap on Vision of Asia tonight. Send us your suggestions and community news that you would like us to cover for our print and television coverage at events@itvgold.com. Follow us on our Facebook handle at itvgold, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk if you're in the tri-state or in the Chicago area for news on community, entertainment, and events in US and India. You can also read the News India Times newspaper online at www.newsindiatimes.com or subscribe to the hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. Thank you and happy Monday.